Now, pointer to an array, as we have discussed earlier, if I am having some data type, I am mentioning pointer. Now, when I am creating this parenthesis, this becomes a pointer to an array of 10 integers. This becomes a pointer to an array of 10 integers. It is a pointer to an array. And it is different from array of pointers. It is not the same. I am again saying this is the array of pointers which we have just done, and that is the pointer to the array of 10 integers. It is a single pointer to an array of 10 integers. Now, there are multiple methods of creating a double dimensional array. If I want to create a 2D array or a matrix, I can simply write integer array, say 10 comma 10. This is one method of creating a two-dimensional array which you have already done. Another method which we already know is a pointer to a pointer variable. I can do that. This is also creating a two-dimensional array only. And another method which we have done is again a pointer to an array. Now important is how does that work? How is all of these related? Before understanding how them is related, we have to understand how do we calculate the address of any of the location here. So supposedly I am having an array 10. I want to calculate the address of the location array I, array j. To want the value, कैसे compiler कैसे decode करेगा इसे? This is my row number, this is my column number. If I am storing all this in row major order, हमें पता है कि जो compiler है, जो डेटा स्टोर हो रहा है वो मैट्रिक्स की फॉर्म में स्टोर नहीं हो रहा है. हमारे लिए रोज और कॉलम्स हैं, कंप्यूटर के लिए एक सिंगल लिस्ट है. तो जब डेटा हमारा सिंगल लिस्ट में स्टोर हो रहा है, रो मेजर ऑर्डर में पहले एक रो स्टोर होगी, रो 0, फिर रो 1, फिर रो 2 and so on. So if I am representing the row number and the column number, if you recall what is happening, so in that case उतने columns skip होने चाहिए जितनी रो है, फिर प्लस हमें column देखना है. So technically if I am trying to find, this is value at array plus I, ये वाली value whatever I am having plus j. You have to understand what I am trying to say over here. This is my technical value which I am trying to say. How do I say that? फिर से समझो इसको कि ये मैंने क्या लिखा है. Compiler uses this to calculate the address of array aij using row major order. So here I first calculate array plus I कितना है. Array plus I मतलब उतनी लोकेशंस आगे चले जाओ जितनी हमारी I की वैल्यू है. उतनी लोकेशंस अगर आप आगे जाओगे, इफ यू आर हैविंग से 0,2 तो आप 0 लोकेशन आगे गए. यू गो टू द वैल्यू अगेन, उतनी लोकेशंस में j लोकेशंस और ऐड कर दो आप. आफ्टर एडिंग देम व्हाटएवर द वैल्यू इज यू आर हैविंग, दैट इज द फाइनल वैल्यू. और यू कैन से व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से ओवर हियर इज दिस इज वैल्यू एट array of I जो भी एड्रेस है प्लस j. कैन आई से दैट? Let us take an example to understand this. Let us try to take a small example. I am taking a very small example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is supposedly 10 cross 10 की जगह I am having 4 rows and 3 columns. So it is an array of size 4,3. If I am supposedly trying to calculate the address value at whatever my supposedly say 1,2, I am trying to find out. So what does it mean? Row 1, column 2. I am trying to find a value over here. How is this going to be stored in the memory? In the memory, when I am going to store it, 0, 1, if I am having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm writing 0, 1, 2, 3 because you understand that this is how this will be stored in the memory. Row 0, row 1 and so on. This will be stored in the memory. So if I'm looking at the address, at this particular address, how am I calculating? What is array of I? The address of array of I. हम उस रो नंबर पे गए ना पहले, तो array of I आपको समझना पड़ेगा what do I mean. Array of I is nothing but I am trying to read array plus I. Array here supposedly has value 1000. So जब हमने 1000 में array of 1, 2 हमें calculate करना है, so I am first taking array of 1, 2 calculate करने के लिए I am calculating array plus I first. This is 1000 plus 1. ठीक है, array of, so this is only one location I am moving here. So I move over there and from there I am moving j locations. I have to move at this entire row, then this row, then this row and this row and so on. तो मुझे उस रो के एड्रेस पे पहुंचना पड़ेगा. उस रो के एड्रेस पे पहुंचने के लिए समझो कि बड़े बड़े चंक्स डिवाइडेड है, ये बड़े बड़े चंक्स डिवाइडेड है. When I am now talking about array of I, this array of I is representing entire row. ये एक इंटीजर प्लेस से शिफ्ट नहीं करेगा, एक रो से शिफ्ट करेगा. So this shift will happen by one row, not by one integer place but by one row. So array of I 1000, 1004, supposedly 1008 and 1012. This is 1012 is the starting of next row. Array plus I, this becomes 1012. The starting of row 1. इसमें you are going to add 1012 की जो वैल्यू आई आपके पास, that is the base address. इस base address में आप j integer locations add करेंगे. So 1012 में now you add how many integer locations? 2. So you add here 2 columns now. एक रो ऐड करिए, 2 कॉलम ऐड करिए. When you are adding 2 integer locations here, this becomes 1020 and 1020 is precisely the address of array 1, 2. Are you all able to understand what I am doing over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody who could not understand what is just being done? Let me understand the same concept. I'm taking a few examples. Supposedly the base address of my array, base address here is 1000. And I'm assuming that 4 bytes is taken by each integer on a 32-bit compiler, not the 16-bit compiler. So here, when I'm trying to find out address of array 00 plus 1, what is this corresponding to? Where is it pointing to? You have to understand that this is the base address. When I'm making this plus 1 integer byte. So when I'm going to add 1 integer byte to this, this will be pointing to same row, second column when stored in the row major order. When stored in the row major order, it points to the same row, second column. Right? When I am talking about address 0 plus 1, again address of the location 0 is the base address plus a single integer location. This is also pointing to 0th row or first row and the second column, which is represented by 1. When I am talking about array plus 1, now the array is the base address, but here when I am doing the plus 1 here, one row is added. One entire row is added over here. So in this case, the next address which I am going to see is array of 1, 0. We have to understand this. Similarly, when I am saying address of array 0 plus 1, if I am representing in compiler in this manner, then this is again calculated as entire row में add करना है हमें. So this becomes array of, I have entirely shifted it by one row and the first column. You all need to try this once in your copies to be able to understand it. If you want, I can give you one more example of how things are happening here and how two-dimensional arrays are to be represented. Now array has double dimensional array is a technically double pointer only and nothing else. So how am I representing the data? I can also write array of 0, this is same as the address of, I'm saying array of 0 is not an element because it's a double dimensional array. तो ये क्या represent कर रही है? Row 0 का address. This is representing row 0 का address. You have to understand this. So row 0 का address is same as the address of the first element. Row 0 का element is same as the address of first element in the array, which is 0, 0. I hope I am able to make you all understand. If I am talking about array 1, that means that I am talking about the first row. So this is same as the address of row 1, column 0. Or I am talking about array of I. So this is again same as the address of ith row, 0th column. I hope this is clear to all of you. Yes, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it is clear to Sushma also, right? Let us take a programming example to understand this. Let us take a small piece of code to understand what we are doing in pointer to array. So when I'm talking about pointer to array, let's take a small example where I am having my input output stream. Within the stream, I am having my various classes which I use. And here you can also please use using namespace std, otherwise you will not be able to use your cout and cin. So after this, supposedly now I am creating a double dimensional array only of size 2, 2 for simplicity so that I can understand this. And supposedly the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. If I am writing it in this manner, I am only representing this is row 1, this is row 2. So these are the elements of my double dimensional array. They are stored here as 1, 2, 3 and 4. For us, this is the matrix 0, 1, 0, 1. This is my matrix that I have created. So after creating this particular matrix, I am creating another pointer to this array. See, I'm now creating, I'm taking an integer I and I'm creating to create a pointer to the array. Please make sure that pointer to the array is created by taking parenthesis and then making an array of size 2. This is the pointer to the array. I have not given it any value yet. I have not initialized it with any value. But this is the pointer to an array of size 2 integers. Okay? Now I am saying that pointer to this array is equal to the base address of my double dimensional array. And I am trying to access the double dimensional array using the pointer to the array. This is my pointer to this array of integers. Okay? So I am taking my for I is 0, I is less than 2 and I am doing an I plus plus. Since it's a double dimensional array, I will have to use j is equal to 0. Say I also have a j over here. J is less than 2 and j plus plus. The question is how I should represent it when I'm wanting to print it. So I'm doing cout. To be able to print the correct value, I have to make sure that I'm pointing to the correct value. So how do I point to the correct value? It is an pointer to the array, please understand. So I have to take the value at this and take the index at this. So I'm taking some value and then I'm taking some index. Make sure the pattern should remain the same only. So I'm taking this plus I. This values column number j and the value at here is going to be taken out. Sorry, this way. So here I am getting my answer in cout. If I am going to print it using the form, the output which I will be going to get is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's see how do we get this output. Let's try to dry run this. Let's see the values here. Okay. Now this is my array. In memory, how will this be created? This will be created as array 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. This is how it will be created in the memory. 1, 2, 3 and 4 will be stored here. This is my row 1 and second row. This is how it is stored in memory. Now I am saying that pointer to the array, it is storing the base address. Supposedly 1000 is the base address here. I am saying that this base address is stored in the pointer to the array. And I have also mentioned only the base address is P array is having the same base address 1000. This is a pointer to, it is having two location. It is a pointer to array, but it can point to two locations. So every pointer location is actually pointing to an array of size 2 integers. This is pointing to an array of size 2 integers. This is pointing to an array of size 2 integers. I hope I am making myself clear. So this is here location 0, location 1. When I am saying pointer array, this is equal to the 1000 location idhar bhi, 1000 idhar bhi. Now, when I am calculating the ith and jth, I am representing in absolutely similar manner, but this only has two locations. When I have to look for a particular row, within the row, I am having this column 0 or column 1. Agar mujhe next row pe jana hai, then I am having column 0 or column 1. I am doing the same thing representing over here. I am saying whatever address say 1000 is here, plus I will be doing, and that plus I ka jth I have to check. In short, if I am having the first 0, 0 se hum shuru kare yahan pe, I is 0, j is 0, 0 remains 0, this is also 0, value at the initial address 1 gets printed. Next time j is incremented, I remains 0. So here I am having pointer to the array is the same, I is still a 0, j has become 1. So when I am looking at the value, this plus 0 remains the same, which is 1000. 1000 location के first address पे अब हम देखेंगे. You have to understand that 1000 location के first column पे हम देख रहे हैं, which is a value 2. 1000 location की first column की value is 2. It gets printed. Then we again go, I becomes 1, j becomes 0. Now in the next case, I becomes 1, j becomes 0. So now this location is the next row in itself. It is P array plus I, it is the next row. What is the next row over here? It is incremented to be 1008. The next row ka address, which is 1008. 1008 plus j is 0 column, I get a 3. Next, I becomes 1, j becomes 1. 1008 plus 1 integer column, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get an output. When I am representing P array plus I am shifting by rows. You have to understand. I am not shifting by one integer. I am shifting the entire array. 1 array, 2 array, 3 array. You have to understand that. First array, second array. First array ka address, this is 1000. Second array ka address, this is 1008. So it is pointing to an array of 2 integers. It is pointing to an array of 2 integers. Is it now clear to all? The concept of pointer to arrays is now clear to all. This is the whole and sole difference between an array of pointers and pointer to array. So when I'm talking about array of pointers, size represents the number of rows. When I'm talking about pointer to array, size represents the number of columns. I am again repeating, array of pointer mein we are mentioning how many rows of pointer variables are required, and pointer to array mein kitne columns hai in each row. This size represents the number of columns in each row, kyunki har row array of utne data is being created. So now a simple question, practice question for you all is that read and display a 3x3 matrix using array of pointers and pointer to arrays. So you have to do this using both the methods. The practice question for you all today is this.